Hello, everybody. I'll be right with you in just a few seconds. Come into the live stream, pull up a chair, grab your headphones. We're going to do live from scratch. Or actually, what do I call it? Not live from scratch, track from scratch. That's what I meant to say. On a beat that I made last night called, what do I call this? Lonely Again. And so let's get right into it. Before I get into the actual beat, I want to say hello and make sure that you grab my free sample pack. Just go to davidtrigg.com/free sample pack. And you can just, let me actually type that in up here in the chat box, so you know exactly where to go for this free sample pack. davidtrigg.com. davidtrigg.com/free sample pack. If you want the actual music files of this particular beat that we're going to work on, you can just go right there. Just making all this looking pretty. Look at that. Look at that. How about that? You can just go to that website right there and download this song that we're going to work on. So let's get into it. Okay. So first, let me play it for you so you can hear a little bit of what it sounds like.
David Trigg, producer T-Red.
Okay, so a few things to fix. First, we're going to work on this bass on the 808 because that doesn't sound right at all. Let's solo that track here. Okay. So I'm going to pull up the actual plugin here. I think it's called Massacre. 808 Massacre. It's going to just take a little second to load here. If it doesn't crash my system. Okay. I think it's trying to crash it, so hopefully we will survive. Let me quit a few things through these other websites. Maybe that'll reduce some of the stress on the CPU. Yeah, that seemed to help. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to use this plugin at all. I'm going to use just an actual 808 sound wave file using Simpler. I'll show you what I mean by that. So this TCE Spins 808 is exactly what I want to use. So I'm going to put in a Simpler first of all. Let's see. I think I just double click and it'll create it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So let's hear it now this time. See if it works. Yeah. Let's just fix some of the octaves. Okay, that sounds better. We may have to lower it. One voice. Put this on. One voice, it makes things cleaner. There's not a lot of blending between the notes. Okay, I think I like that. Let's bring this down an octave. All right. It sounds almost like it's upside down, doesn't it? It should start with, let me see here, what am I hearing?
David Trigg, producer T-Red.
Go bum. See, there's something, this sample, let's see here. Let's hear the first sample. This is, I think, the non. What I did is one sample is reversed and the other one is straight. So I think this one is straight. Now this is a reverse one. Okay, so let's hear the actual normal one here. I think I'm going to get rid of... Do I have halftime? Okay. They both sound reversed to me. Really interesting. You know, that's probably what it is. I think they're both reverse. It's the same thing. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, so let me unreverse it, see if I can. There it is. Okay, now let's try it. So now I'm going to copy that over all the way to the end and do the fade here. I was working on this last night, and I think when I imported it into this computer, so I was working on my other computer, I think I may have imported the same file twice, meaning the reverse and the non-reverse file versus, meaning I imported the same reverse file twice. Okay, so let's hear it this time. This is the non-reversed sample. Yeah. Okay, now let's hear it together. Perfect. Okay, now let's do some automation here. It sounds like this reverse one is too loud from what I'm hearing, right? Somehow it got really loud. It's still reversed. No. Sounds fine. But see, did it get louder? No, it didn't get louder. It's the same thing. It is automated, but I'm not sure why I can't see the automation. Okay. So there's the automation. Let's get rid of the automation in this particular. Right click, clear envelope. I think that's how you do it, right? And then we're gonna, how do we get rid of the automation? I guess there's no automation left anymore. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't think there's any automation. Okay, let's go back and see if we can fix that. Here, oh, okay, see, this is the other problem. We don't want this. This is some of the problems. The reason why this is a bit problematic here is because I was working on a different computer last night, so I just have to fix some of these things, but it should be fine. Let's hear just this here. One, 2, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay. Now let's sit together. So I don't want this to be so loud. I'm going to bring this down. This is too loud. Still too loud. That's it. Okay, now why is this sounding so far away? Let me get rid of the reverb for now. There we go. I don't know if I want to automate that volume drop. It sounds great as it is. Up there louder at -3. I mean, it's not even that loud. So yeah, let's just keep it up there at 3. That's 6. It's probably too loud. 6. Yeah, it's way too loud. Didn't mean that. Sorry there. I meant it more at 3. You know, this is new in Ableton. Now you can just go edit value and you can just put a 3. This is in 10.11. I love that. See if that's too loud. Yeah, it's still too loud. How about just 1? How about just 0? Respect. Still too loud. Okay, let's bring this down. Maybe I'll just get rid of the automation altogether. Let's do that. Let's just get rid of the automation altogether. Automation means that it's, what I'm trying to do is ramp or do a crescendo into the drop. Now let's add a limiter on that master channel just to keep it safe. And then we'll bring ozone back in at the end. Limiter just limits the level of the master track, and then you can bring it up if it's too low. Okay, so that crackling is just my CPU. Let's see, what can we do here too? So let's first put this 808 all the way across at the right octave. So just at E2, shift up 3. Okay, and then to save some CPU in this computer, this one's not as powerful as my other one. This shouldn't be taking up that much CPU, so let's leave that alone. I was going to flatten preset, but let's check out the melody. This is beautiful, by the way. See if you like this. Is it missing? Labs is there. How come I can't hear it? Maybe that particular plugin. Sometimes you can't find the actual tracks. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to take time to do that. I could take a few minutes. So for now, let me save this as 2, just so I don't mess up the original file. 2. Okay. And then I'm going to use, this is supposed to be kind of like a Rhodes sound. So I'm going to use my favorite Rhodes plugin, Lizard. I like the session one sometimes, a little less fancy. So let's do that. Lounge Lizard. Okay, not that octave. It's too high of an octave on this particular VST. That's right one, and it's way too loud also. So let's bring this down like a lot. Yeah. Now let's mess with that VST a little bit more here, so it's not so abrupt. And then we're going to bring that across in the lower octave. Also over here. Okay, let's see now. That's more like it. Okay, let's try it. Let's clean up the EQ a little bit. Sounds great, actually. Sounds great. Could probably use a little bit more reverb, just the light reverb, I like to use the stock when it's a light need. I don't need much. Perfect. Now what I want to do is with that snare, I want to add a little lo-fi effect to it. And I think the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to, let's see, where's the snare? Yeah, that's that one. That one is already... You know, let's lower this little cricket here. Again, lo-fi, yeah. Let's leave it there. Let's try this. Let's see if we can bring this down. Let's see what that sounds like. Now the song is in E minor, I believe, right? Let's see. Let me check it out. Yeah, E minor. So why don't we be like the cool kids and bring that snare down to E. That's A already, so let's see. Might be too low. Let's bring it up an octave. Maybe that's too low. I like that. Okay, so that one is also, what is that, Nexus? Yeah, okay, so Nexus is giving us some problems, meaning CPU-wise. Sounds nice. Okay, so let's flatten that. To save CPU, you want to freeze and then flatten the track. Saves you a ton of CPU. By the way, I'm wearing my cool Dodger jacket because it is literally freezing here in SoCal. It's like 35. We're not used to this. We're used to 75 in February. I know we're spoiled. I lived in Colorado, though, for almost 4 years, so I know cold. You know, I'm still going to use something on the snare. On the whole drum set, I'm going to use this new plugin that I'm testing. I hope that the demo hasn't ended because it's so amazing, and I think I'm going to have to buy it. My goodness. It's called, do I have it here, please? I don't have it here, huh? It's like GH something or the other. I don't have it here. Man, it's like lo-fi something. Yeah, it's too bad. Lo-fi RAM, yeah, I don't have it. It's a great plugin. It's to basically just bring their frequencies down. There's another way to do it, which I was just testing, but I forget right now. So we will have to leave it as is. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Let's see, what was that? I was checking something else here. Okay, the bells, okay, which I think is Omnisphere. Yeah, Omnisphere. Now, those notes are, I think they're right on the keyboard, but they don't sound right on this particular plugin, so. See? They're right, but somehow on the actual, when it's playing, it sounds sharp. That's right. But see those overtones. Let's get rid of some of those overtones. See if Omnisphere loads without crashing my poor computer. This one is my older computer. Omnisphere is just a monster of a plugin. Let me check something really quick before I keep going. I want to make sure my microphone doesn't have a bunch of noise. Sometimes it does. Oh, good, it's not bad. Okay, great. It's just super hot, but I think it's not bad. Okay. All right, so let's see what we can do here with this particular plugin. Let's just isolate this. Control L to loop that section. And let's just solo this. Well, I don't want all those overtones. Let's see, get rid of some of these filters. What's this one called? Graphic power filter. Let's get rid of that. Echo. Let's see if that fixes it. It's not bad. I think that's better. Still has those overtones up there. It's like a third or a fifth above. I want to get rid of that because it messes things up. How do I get rid of that? Third, fifth. Let's see. Is it somewhere in here? Amp. Let's get rid of this envelope. Let's get rid of these filters. Hear that? It's even worse, huh? Let's see. Hear that? Those overtones is not good. Okay, so I think that did it. I think that helps a lot. Yeah, all right. It takes a while sometimes to make these sounds be just right, but it's worth it. Listen how beautiful this sounds. Now let's flatten it. Freeze track. Although it's only at 9%, even taking get whatever I got rid of there on Omnisphere, it brought down the CPU usage by a ton. So that is exciting. This will help even more. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? That is a DX7. Let me show you this plugin. I love it. It's so old school. Look at this thing. It's like a DX7 of old, but it's called Dext. It's based on the DX7, which I had, and I don't know. I think I probably sold it. Can you believe it? I had a DX7, Yamaha DX7. Oh well. I don't know why it's doing that. Explosion. It's part of the algorithm. Isn't that cool? Yes, please. Isn't that beautiful? Let's add the reverb now back in. Delay. Let's set all these before at the end actually. Okay, now together. Let's try it without this synth up top. And if I need to bring it up an octave, it's kind of lost. No, I want it just in the background. And I'm going to add the synth back in. I like it. Now here at the end, this is where I'm going to add a resolving note. Back to E. Right there, so it resolves nice. Bring it down an octave. And here we're going to bring this down, up I mean. Now we are going to automate something here. Let's hear the whole thing. One more time.
David Trade producer T-Red.
More time. I'm going to add the ozone back in.
David Trade producer T-Red.
Sorry about those tags. Here are those tags. You know, with the ozone, this is too bright. I'm going to use something a little darker. See if I have all my presets in here. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's part of the problem. Let's see if that works. Too much. Too much. I don't have all my presets in this computer again. Global presets. I wonder if I have them somewhere else. It's okay. Mid-range. No need to blow anybody out of the water with all the levels. See, it's distorting the low end. Nice. Now what I'm going to do is make this longer. I'm going to come in here, and instead of ending it right there, we're going to come back in and do the whole thing again. But not from the very beginning, just from here till the end. So watch this, see if I can do this. Halfway. I think it's there, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, pan these left and right. This one left, this one right. Now the way we want to end that, so it's not so abrupt, is the same thing as we did before. This is the 808, so we're going to resolve this 808 back to the E. This is in the key of E. A little too many hi-hats there. We don't need that extra kick there. Let's change the grid here so we can actually get rid of that. There we go. That works. Well, I think that is it, everyone. I hope you like this particular track. It's called, again, Lonely Again, and you can get the this melody free at davidtree.com/free sample pack. And you can then get all this for free if you want to manipulate it. You can get the WAV files, MIDI files, the stems. You can, in other words, what this means is, let's say you want just the melody. Let's say you like this melody that's so pretty. Here it is. Let me solo it. It's simple, right? Let's say you like it. You like how it sounds. You want to use it for something. You want to bring it up an octave or half step or whatever. You can then do that. And you can do the same thing with everything else. Let's say you like the bells. This here, solo that. Same line, it's just a different effect, but let's say you like that. So, or if I was you, I would grab the fuzz, this Dext. Oh man, it's so awesome. Not great. So you can get all that at davidtree.com/free sample pack. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you next time.